So the Atlanta Falcons versus the LA Rams. I think we all thought this was going to be much more lopsided of an outcome. The Atlanta Falcons did give a push late. I'm not really going to waste your time with the introduction though, but of course, before I get really into it, make sure to like, subscribe, turn notification bell. You guys help me out a little bit, and without further ado, let's get right into this video. Now, of course, the Atlanta Falcons did lose to the Rams 31-27. Which sounds like the Falcons held up with the Rams, but I'll be honest, the Rams dominated the entire game. Now, ironically, at one point, the Rams had a 28-3 lead over the Falcons before Atlanta came storming back in the fourth quarter. Now, I'm going to start off with the quarterback play. Marcus Mariota had a decent game, but not a great one. I mean, 20 for 33, 196 passing yards and 16 rushing yards. Not an amazing game for Marcus Mariota by any means necessary. Maybe average, but it just wasn't an amazing game. Wasn't a good game for Mariota. I feel like he did turn the ball over a lot. I remember that last second interception he threw all the way to Jalen Ramsey. Wasn't really a lot of good decisions by Marcus Mariota. I expected better decision making from him. Hopefully he can rebound and get good and go into next week refocused and basically revamped in his mind. I think Mariota had a really, really rough game this past week. Now, as for the Falcons receiving, rookie Drake London is looking really good. After having 74 receiving yards in his NFL debut, he put up 8 receptions and 86 receiving yards in his second game in the NFL back in Los Angeles, of course. Drake London looked really good. He's definitely a bigger receiver, great route runner for his size. Reminds me of a hybrid between maybe Mike Evans and Keenan Allen, if you will. Someone who's big, but someone who's also a really good route runner. I'm really impressed with what Drake London has done so far. Kadarius Hodge had 2 receptions for 57 yards. However, the main guy we need to talk about, and the main guy we need to get more targets, is Kyle Pitts. Another really slow day. 2 receptions for 19 yards. Not good from Kyle Pitts. From Kyle Pitts, we've expected way more from him this year. I think we need to find a way to get him the ball. And I think it really comes down to Marcus Mariota not really being able to know how to use him or being able to get the ball to him. Either way, Arthur Smith's got to figure out how to scheme this guy into the offense. This dude is way too good and way too talented to be completely uninvolved in the Atlanta Falcons offense. There is something that definitely needs to change. Now, going down to the Atlanta Falcons rushing game, the rushing game was really ugly. Only 90 total team rushing yards, and Cordell Patterson once again was the leading rusher with 41 yards, but even that, he only had 10 carries. So the rushing game, not too good. It could have definitely been better. Atlanta's rushing game was pretty disappointing, I feel. I feel like if we want to be successful in the NFL, you're going to have to run the ball. The Atlanta Falcons didn't do that, and I think that contributed really big to their loss on Sunday. Now, going to the defense. Complete reverse effect from last week. Last week, we were talking about how they dominated for 3 quarters, and in the fourth quarter, got absolutely blistered by the Saints offense. However, this was reverse. Now they were dominated in 3 quarters, and in the fourth quarter, they absolutely held up the Rams. For the first 3 quarters, it looked like the Rams were going to drop 40 or 50 points. I mean, they were just going down the field. Matthew Stafford was dominating, besides maybe 2 interceptions, 1 interception up to that point. Of course, Cooper Kupp couldn't stop getting open. For a second, it looked like the Rams were going to do really good. They could not get a stop in the first 3 quarters. However, the fourth quarter came around, and things started to change. The defense and the special teams started to make a lot of big plays. The defense ended up forcing 2 turnovers, and special teams even ended up blocking a punt that was returned for a touchdown. So, fourth quarter defense definitely came around for the Atlanta Falcons. I'm really glad to see them rebounding in the fourth quarter rather than regressing in the fourth quarter. I think that is a great positive sign for the Atlanta Falcons as a football team. It shows that while we didn't win, we are becoming much better at finishing, and I think that's a huge thing to hit on when you're the Atlanta Falcons at this point. Again, another impact player, same one from last week on defense. Micah Walker continues to be a difference maker. 7 tackles, which was second on the team only to AJ Terrell, who had 9. But Micah Walker also had an interception. Again, I think he's developing into a really solid linebacker for the Atlanta Falcons. I'm really excited to see what he can do for the entire season, because we're looking at possibly a Pro Bowler right here. It's a little low, it's a little early, but I definitely think he can make it. Now, for the next part, the sort of painful part. Not painful as in we gave up a lead, painful as in it just wasn't enough. The Falcons scored 17 points in the fourth quarter. Ironically, they were down 28-3 at one point. I don't think I have to explain that for all my football fans that may be watching this video. However, the Atlanta Falcons looked a lot better, and I was really impressed with their effort during this game. I think it was a good sign going forward. I think it was a positive sign going forward, and I think it's something that Atlanta Falcons fans should take and really take in positively. Our team can now finish. They can finish games. They've shown us that they have the energy, that they have the will to finish games. Overall, this is still a loss, so of course it's not great. So I'm not amazingly happy. I'm not, oh my God, the Atlanta Falcons, no, because it's still a loss. However, it could also be a lot worse. If you ask me, the Atlanta Falcons should easily be a 2-0 team right now, or at least 1-1. There are a million ways in one that the Atlanta Falcons could be a 2-0 football team right now. However, once again, great to have football back. I mean, it was madness this weekend. You saw the Cardinals. You watched that Ravens and Miami Dolphins game. Tua Tagovailoa dropped 6 touchdowns. I talked about that on my TikTok. The link is down below. You guys definitely go check those out. It was a crazy week of football, guys. A really crazy week. However, going into next week, the Falcons have the 1-1 Seahawks. I think it's going to be a really good game. I think the Seahawks are a solid team. I think the Falcons are also solid. I do expect the Falcons to win this game. However, the Seattle Seahawks are a great opponent. Geno Smith has been playing some pretty good football this year, so really excited to see that game. However, that's going to end this video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on notification bell. You guys help me out a little bit. Going to be dropping on my other channel soon, on the Mike Music and on the Mike Extras, which is the newest channel. So you guys go check those out. Both of those links will be in the description. However, without further ado, I wish you nothing but the best. Stay loved, stay blessed. Without further ado, I'm going to end this video. Thank you for watching.
Everything about you.